Okay, everyone. So, sorry, Neil, I heard an echo. I just muted you. So we are recording the class now. I've gone over the agenda, and a little while ago, I asked everyone, where is my background? It's a famous location in the city of Boston. Who can figure it out? I'll give you a hint. It's been closed recently. Well, not fully closed, but partially closed recently. Who can figure out what this is behind me?
It's a clock, no?
It is a clock. So Olha and Daniel have given us 2 clues. It is a clock, and it is a clock in a train station. Olha figured out it's got to be a train station. So
And North Station, teacher?
not North Station. Good guess. Good guess. Anybody else want to guess? Think, where will you pick up your textbooks on Wednesday? It's very close to this.
Teacher, the orange line is closed, but I don't know.
Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it. You're so close.
South Station.
Not South Station. Not North, not
Orange
South.
line is closed. I know that, but
It's not North Station. It's not South Station. It is a train station.
Teacher, is it church?
Say it again, Daniel.
Is it church?
Not a church. It's a train station.
Ah, train station.
There's plenty of churches nearby. Lots of churches. Which one?
Brazil.
Oh, yes. Magdala, you got it.
Okay.
Very good. Marie Pierre Magdala, Forest Hills train station. Yes. So the reason I put this clock here as my background today is because you'll be picking up your textbooks very close to Forest Hill train station. And I'll show you the location right here. So we meet on 19 St. Joseph Street, which is really, really close to the Forest Hills train station. And it's right in the middle of Jamaica Plain. So folks who live in Rosendale or Roxbury, really not, or Dorchester, Mattapan, very close to all of that. Otherwise, it's not exactly in your neighborhood, but that's the general location. So for everybody who's wanted to have an in-person meeting with the teachers, your wish has come true. All of your dreams have come true for Wednesday. You will meet Benedict live and in person. And this is the building right there, 19 St. Joseph Street. We do not have a classroom here. We have an office. And when you come, you'll see Benedict. You say hello, so wonderful to see you. And he'll be able to, to give you your textbook. That is Wednesday morning. So does anybody need help finding this location?
we have class, teacher, on Wednesday, so.
We will not be meeting online. We will not, you will be meeting here instead.
Sorry, I didn't. What did?
We will not be meeting online here. You will be going there instead.
Oh, okay. So we don't have class on Wednesday?
Exactly. We don't do this on Wednesday.
Oh.
We don't do this on Wednesday. Instead, you get to meet your teacher face to face.
Okay.
Okay. So for everybody who's wanted a face-to-face interaction with the teacher, your wish has come true. Wednesday. So Wednesday, you get to shake Benedict's hand and ask him any questions and get that new textbook. And then we'll be using those textbooks going forward. So it looks like we've got most people here right now. what I want to do is confirm that everybody here right now, it is Monday morning, can make it there on Wednesday morning. Daniel, that's a yes from you, my friend, right?
Yes, teacher.
Beautiful. And Anila, can you make it there on Wednesday morning?
Teacher, I don't have a car, so I have to go by train, but I think the train is closed.
I will figure it out.
Yeah, maybe there is shuttle buses going, but
I'll take a look in just a moment.
okay.
Magdala, are you going to have any trouble being there Wednesday morning?
I will get in.
So so you'll be okay. You'll be there Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I'll go one by one. Isabel, yes?
I have appointment in the next Wednesday. Yes.
Okay.
I will talk to Antonio
Okay.
because Antonio lives near
Gotcha.
me.
Okay, yep, you're pretty far away in Taunton. All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Jean Felipe.
Yes, teacher, I will be there.
Great. And I'm going to keep going. Anyo, will you be able to make it on Wednesday? I'm sorry. Ayano. Ayano, will you be able to, I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. Ayano, will you be able to make it here on Wednesday morning?
On Wednesday, will the orange line open?
I'm going to take a look to see what's going on with the orange line in just a moment, but will you be able to make it?
I have to get on the orange line to get to there.
Mm-hmm. There are shuttle buses. So Ayano, question mark?
Yes.
Ayano is a question mark. Okay. So we've got Olha, will you be able to make it on Wednesday?
I'll try to get there.
So that's a yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Svetlana, you're coming from Acton. Will you be able to make it Wednesday?
Yes, I will come. I have a
Fantastic.
question. Where is the
Yep.
parking?
Oh, there's a parking lot right next to the building that you can use. And there's
okay.
also a parking lot across the street. It's a big church parking lot. You could use either one.
I know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Narcissa, will you be able to make it on Wednesday?
I'm sorry, but I had an appointment Wednesday.
Narcissa, no. Gotcha. All right. Gonna keep it moving. Let's see. Next up, Allison, will you be able to make it on Wednesday?
Yes, teacher, I will be there.
Allison, yes. And Doris, will you make it?
I would like to go, but I don't have a car and I live in Brockton.
Doris.
I don't have nobody to bring
Gotcha.
me there.
Doris is a no. Got it. All right. Quick question. Who is 4 Live? Is 4 Live Vladislava? I see a name here. It says 4 LIVE. Who is this?
Teacher, she was with us on in the summer class.
Name, please. Name, please. Who is this?
Vladislava.
Vladislava. So you are Vladislava. Okay. All right.
No, I'm not Vladislava. She was with us.
No. Okay. No. Never mind. I'm not. That's not my question. I'm asking who is this person that says it's 4 LIVE. I see. I'm gonna send a message to this person. Hi, what is your name? Okay.
Okay, teacher. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Who is this?
Vladislava.
You are Vladislava. Okay, so I had a guess, a suspicion. Okay. Vladislava, will you be able to make it on Wednesday morning?
No, sorry.
Vladislava,
Yes.
do you remember when you said over the summer that you really loved in-person classes?
Yes, but I went to something, teacher. I still love in-person classes.
I don't want to hear
But at
anything
this
about
point-
in-person classes from you again, Vladislava.
Oh, please, please,
Don't ever
teacher.
don't ever cry about
No,
wanting
please,
in-person
please, listen,
classes
please,
again,
listen.
my dear. Your wish has
Teacher,
come true.
please.
Your wish has come true, Vladislava.
I know, teacher. I really would like to. But
Sure.
the thing
Mhm.
is, I'm writing down something for you. I sent you a message. Please
Okay,
read it.
okay, my dear. Okay. But I'll remember this next time I hear you say, you know what, I wish we were in person. I'll say, we were. Where were you? Where were you, Vladislav? We were in person. Okay, anyway. So Vladislava is a no. Let's keep going. All right. Lunik is joining us. Beautiful. Allison is a yes. Doris is a no. Vladislava is a no. Magdala is a yes. Who else? Letitia. Hey, Letitia, will you be able to make it on Wednesday morning?
Yes, I will.
Yes, Letitia is a yes. All right. Let's see. And Lunik, how are you, my friend? Good morning. So I'll ask Lunik later. I think he's had to move away from his screen. That's okay. Shalmara, will you be able to make it on Wednesday morning?
Okay, you hear me, teacher?
Oh, yes, I hear you now. Lunik, will you be able to make it on Wednesday morning for the textbook pickup?
Okay.
Yes, no?
Wednesday morning,
So that sounds like a no.
okay. Wednesday morning, I had appointment Wednesday morning.
So that's a no. Okay. Thank you, Lunik. Lunik, no. Gotcha. So that is a no for Lunik. And am I missing anybody? We got Doris. Shamara. Shamara, are you a
Hi.
yes or a
Yes.
no for Wednesday morning?
Yes, I will. Go.
Fantastic. Okay, so most of these are yeses.
Okay, I see the question.
Yes.
I will be Wednesday morning.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you really, really sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I will be Wednesday morning.
Okay. It's okay. All right. So Lunik is a yes. All right.
Teacher,
Hey.
I think I can go there on Wednesday.
Okay. I put you as a yes.
Yes.
Yep. I just put you as a yes. And now I'm going to investigate the orange line. What's going on with this orange line? Because there were rumors it would be back up and running. Let's find out for sure. So who remembers how to plan a trip on the MBTA? It's the Metro Boston Transit Authority. Here we go. Trip planner. All right. Okay. So I'm going to start with Ayano. Where do you live?
Harvard Square.
Harvard Square. Okay, so you go from the red line to the orange line, maybe shuttle bus. If the train is not running yet, they have the shuttle bus system. Harvard Square, Cambridge, Mass, to Forest Hills, Jamaica Plain. There we go. So when you put this in, it gives you many suggestions to help you get where you need to go. Okay, well, this is saying it's working. It looks like this is telling me it's working. Is anybody taking the orange line yet today? It's early in the morning though. All right, it looks like it's back up and running. That's just what we're looking at today. So fingers crossed. So this is for you, Ayano.
Yes.
You go, let's see, show details. There it is. So you start out right here in Cambridge, and then you go over the river, and then you will change, I believe, at downtown crossings. Yeah, downtown crossings to the orange line, and then you go all the way here to Jamaica Plain, and you get out right here. That's my background. When you get out, when you go up the stairs, you'll see this beautiful clock, and you'll recognize it, and you say, "Hey, I remember that from George's class." And then it's just it's about a 5 to 10 minute walk to St. Joseph Street. So pretty simple, pretty easy. It's a lovely neighborhood. There's a Arboretum Park if you want to go explore. It's a beautiful place. Grab a cup of coffee and get your textbook, and Benedict will be there. So it'll be nice. All right. So Ayano is good. Does anybody else need directions for Wednesday? I'd feel better if I plugged in. Olha, can I give you directions too?
No, thank you.
Okay, that's a lot of confidence. You've only been here, what, 4 months?
From May.
Okay, wow, you already know where exactly everything is. Oh my goodness. So if
I
you need
will
directions,
be
ask
on my
Olha.
car.
All right. Does anybody else need directions?
Teacher,
Yes.
I did just put the watch to the orange line. Is it open or closed?
Well, that's
But
it.
they showed me a message like from Malden Center. I'm here. I will be going like from Malden Center.
Let's take a look. Malden Center. Okay. Wait, let me recalculate this. Start all over again here. Malden. Okay. Malden Center. There we go. This looks like it's open.
Yeah, but they have one message over there, the detour message, and I didn't understand like correctly. They say information: the orange line shutdown will overlap with diversion on the green line, E branch, and the green line.
Oh, okay, that's nothing. That's nowhere near this. That's out like near BU. That's going towards like Alston and Brookline and all that.
Oh, okay.
So that's nowhere near you are.
Okay, yeah, that's good. If the orange line is open, so that will be easy.
That's what I'm looking at right here. But
Yeah.
you know, we say in America, seeing is believing. Let's hope there's no more exploding trains or no more surprises.
Yes. And teacher, when we get to the Forest Hills, so is there like the walking distance to the office?
Yes, it's walking distance. It's about a 5 to 10 minute walk. And you might even see your classmate Ayano. So if you see Ayano, you could say, "Hey, it's me, Anila," and you can go together.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Anila's got directions, Ayano's got directions. I just realized there's one person here I didn't confirm with. Sandra, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, I will be there.
Beautiful. So Sandra is a yes. Okay. All right. So Vladislava, Doris, Narcissa, Isabel, don't worry. I'll figure something out. We'll figure something out to take care of you. Everybody else is a yes. And you'll be able to say hello to Benedict on Wednesday morning.
You
Okay.
you send me the address.
It's in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yep, 19 St. Joseph Street. And I'll put it right here. One more time. Here we go. There it is. 19.
Teacher, you will be not over there?
I will actually be meeting with a different class. So, yep. So there it is, 19 St. Joseph Street, Jamaica Plain. There it is. There you go. All right. So we know who's coming. We know who's not. I know who is not here that I still need to ask. Perfect. All right. Let's move on with the class. Beautiful. All right. So let's talk about attaching a video file to Google Classroom. So most of you were here last week in class to give your presentations, and you did a great job. But some of you I asked to record your presentations, and some of you found that a little bit tricky. So I will show you exactly what to do. So here we are. This was the assignment. Most of you turned it in, did the presentation. So I said right here, your presentation should be 2 to 3 minutes. If you cannot make it to class, record a video and attach it. An audio file is fine as well. How to attach a video or audio file. Let's take a look. If I'm going to go to editing my assignment to show you how to attach a file. Let's say if I want to attach a file here on Google Classroom, what's the best way to do it? Many ways. I can attach something from my Google Drive. I could add a link, like a YouTube link, and attach it. I could add another link, something else on the internet, or I could attach something directly from my computer and attach it. Many, 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 many ways I can do this. So I'll show you the simplest way first, and usually the simplest way is the best. So let's say I want to record something on the computer. How do I record myself speaking on the computer? What should I look for first? What piece of technology do I need to record myself giving a presentation? Who could tell me?
An app?
Simpler than that. If I want you to see or hear me, what should I use?
Google Slide? No?
Even simpler than that.
Camera.
Camera. You just go into your computer and use the camera. That's it. So there we go. Camera, camera, camera. There it is. Hang on one second. Or I'll show you on my phone to be a little faster. Here we go. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to record something very quickly on my phone. Here we go. So hi, this is George, and here's my presentation, the end. All right. Now I have a video file, and it's in my video file is on my phone. How do I attach it to Google Classroom? Let's take a look. Simplest way to do that is right here. So there's. Hi, this is George, and here's my presentation, the end. So you could record it however you like. And now it is going to go to the desktop. Boom. So we see my video file here on the right. And if I want to attach it, how do I attach it? Who could tell me? Remember, you've got all these different ways to attach files. Which one? Number one, number two, number three, or number...
I think upload, teacher.
That's correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's see if it works. Upload. And there it is. That's my video file. What's another way I could do this? If I use this or this, that means I just put it somewhere on the internet and then attach the link. If I'm not keeping it on my computer, I keep it in the Google Drive. I just attach it from here. So that's it. Any questions about attaching video files to Google Classroom?
Teacher, I have a question. I turn in my my schedule, like when you send it and we just write down everything. Right now, I want to attach my voice, but there is no option. I didn't see anything. How to?
Do you see anything like this? It says upload.
No, you just click. You just find the edit button, but I don't see there is any edit button like edit click.
Oh, no. You don't. I was just going. It's different if you're submitting the assignment.
Yeah.
So you still just want to attach and submit. Just the way you would attach any file. I'm actually going to review attaching files at the end of class as well. So hang on till the end of class and I'll show you one more time. Thank you, Nila.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along. Okay, so that is that. Let's move on. Last week, we looked at the concept of quiet. We've looked at the concept of quiet quitting. First thing we did, I showed you a clip from The Office. It was pretty funny. Everybody laughed. Who could describe to me what happened in this episode? We had people who were not motivated to work hard, and then suddenly they started working really hard. What happened? Who could tell me? Svetlana, do you remember?
No, sorry.
I
Go for it.
Don't give them something they want, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Who remembers exactly what it was that they were given, that they wanted? It was pretty funny.
Yeah, they both will ridiculous himself, and this is the only reason because they work very hard.
Yeah, he did something a bit ridiculous, you could say. All right, so it looks like a lot of people forgot. I'm going to stop recording and play it for you, and then we'll talk. Here we go. I have to stop recording because this is copywritten material.
Long time over.
Well, was the point system he came up with something they liked? Was the point system he came up with something they liked?
No.
No. So what got everybody motivated to suddenly work really hard?
I think they, like with the, I didn't understand in the end of the, what's their boss say, like for the 1,000 points?
He said 1,000 points, I'll give you my car.
Oh, yeah.
And did they want the car?
No.
No.
No, they wanted they had something much better.
I think
the
they
parking-
want
the
to
parking-
see
the parking lot.
tattoo.
They want
Tell
money.
us, Daniel. Daniel, go for it.
At the parking lot.
What?
It's not the parking lot.
No.
It's to park their car.
I understand they want more money, teacher.
No. It wasn't more money. I think everybody who has a smile on their face right now understands exactly what it was. But anyway, the reason I showed you this is because I wanted to go back to this chart. So right now, according to this chart, this is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Is it easy to find a job in America or hard to find a job in America right now?
Easy.
Yeah, comparatively much easier to find a job. Why is that? We talked about this a little bit last week, but I think right now it's time to go over some vocabulary. I think what we need is more words to express what it is that we're trying to say. So we ended class last week. Sorry, Anil, I'm just going to mute you. There's a echo. Oh, thank you. So we ended class last week looking at the sample of the article that I've given everyone to read for their assignment. And I compared this concept in Japan called shukunin, which refers to an artisan deeply dedicated to their craft, striving for perfection. This new concept in America, quiet quitting, is the opposite. And we talked about divorcing ego from what you do for a living, not striving for perfection. That's where we finished last week, and we'll pick it up with today. Divorcing your ego from what you do for a living and not striving for perfection. Right now around the world, people are looking at work differently. They're not defining who they are by what the job that they do. And it's more complicated to get people to dedicate their life to one job or another. So we see a lot of this around the workforce. Turnover. So don't worry, I'll give everybody this vocabulary. Turnover. The turnover in employment, who knows what that means?
Move on.
Yeah, this is what's starting to happen across the workforce. And it's not just America, it's around the world. Even if a job has a competitive salary, relatively good benefits, people are leaving jobs a lot faster. A job which people might stay in for 6 to 10 years, people are choosing, no, I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to find something else. So jobs are constantly opening faster. That's turnover. So if you have a company and you want people to work, it's harder to keep people employed longer because people have choices and they're not afraid to take those choices. People are taking more risks. People are doing more with their lives, trying new things. They're not afraid to start a new career in the middle of their lives. That's turnover. So at the rate of which a job changes. So here's another word. Who wants to take, read that for us?
Productivity, teacher.
Productivity, yes. What is productivity? Think about the video we just watched.
Create something? No.
Someone who is performate. I don't know how can I say that.
Well, what does it mean to be productive?
Okay, to be.
Work hard.
Yeah, working hard. It's a little working hard and productivity is a little bit different.
Someone who is good, someone who is good in his job. He do the job better. Okay.
Well, it means think about producing. So what does it mean to increase productivity?
When you're giving a good result, maybe.
Right, it's results. So if your job is manufacturing, it's how much do you produce?
Okay.
If your job is sales, how many sales do you make? That's productivity. And this third word, who wants to read this for us?
Resignation.
Resignation, very good. Who knows what is resignation?
Resignation.
To leave the job.
To leave, yes, to leave, to resign, to officially leave. You give your letter, if you leave a company, you give your letter of resignation. You're supposed to give 2 weeks notice to the boss, say, I'm leaving this company, I'm moving on. Thank you, goodbye. Resignation. So there's a lot of turnover. Productivity is a challenge for employers that motivating people to do what they do. And resignation is very common right now. So let's take a look at this concept, the rise of quiet quitting. We saw the very, very beginning of this last week. We've got just enough time to watch it before the break. So I'm going to ask 3 people to answer these questions. Question number 1, why are fewer employees willing to go above and beyond what they are asked to do? Who wants to take that question? Anybody? Narcissa, Fatima, anybody? Okay,
I will.
Anila. All right, Anila takes question number 1. And above and beyond means doing extra, doing more than what's expected. And number two, what was China's Tangping movement in 2021? Very similar to quiet quitting in America. Who wants to take that question? Anila, you can be dictator. Choose anybody. Daniel, Olha. Olha. Okay, Olha, you win. Okay, Olha. You'll answer this question. What was China's Tangping movement in 2021? And now, Olha, you can be the dictator. Choose anybody you want for question number 3. What are the risks of quiet quitting? Who would you like to answer that question? You can choose Svetlana, Ayano, Allison, Isabel, anybody. Sandra, Shamara, Lunique, you have many choices.
I choose Fatima.
Fatima, okay. All right, so you can write the question down if you need. I'm going to play this video. The video is about 6 to 7 minutes. And then we'll take a break and discuss when we come back. So Anila, Olha, Fatima, tell me when you're ready. Are you ready? I'll just take your smiles as a yes.
Yes.
Here we go. All right.
More 5 minutes.
This is one example of quiet quitting, a trend that has been dominating social media and especially TikTok. In July, Zaid Khan, a 24-year-old engineer from New York, posted a video about quiet quitting, and it went viral. Since then, the trend has spread like wildfire, with hashtags like quiet quitting, quitting, and quieting.
Does anybody want to work anymore?
Then the mainstream media began covering it.
Like working overtime? No thanks. Late night emails? Ignore those.
Quiet quitting is a really bad idea. If you're a quiet quitter, you're not working for me.
The world is changing and the way of work is changing. Even people saying, I'm not going back to the office. And if I do, I'm definitely quiet quitting until I find a job that is a lot more flexible.
COVID was the ultimate reset. COVID was that moment where people started to ask a bigger question. What do I want for my life? Do I want to continue working the way that I have? Or do I want something different? Do I want to continue to work, which is awesome, but do I also want to be able to enjoy my family? Do I also want to be able to enjoy my life? So I think all of these things are coming in stages, and I think quiet quitting is just the trend that's come as a result of the ultimate reset, which is COVID.
Something like 40% of workers are now saying they plan to change jobs this year.
The pandemic also triggered the Great Resignation.
Trying to retain people, but they're really running scared.
Millions of Americans quit their jobs in 2021, some for better opportunities, some for a career break. The pace of quitting continued well into 2022. This chart tracks job openings and labor turnover in the US economy, JOLTS for short.
We do think that quiet quitting is part of the Great Resignation story, so it fits into the general story of having a high level of quits over the past year and a half, and certainly a very tight labor market. And in that type of a labor market, it makes a lot of sense that workers may not be willing to work as hard as they have in the past because it's very easy to get alternative employment.
So the question is, what is quiet quitting? Quiet quitting is referring to a situation where employees are making a choice to not necessarily go above and beyond what they're being asked to do.
I paused. Anila, this is it right here. That's your question.
So the question is, what is quiet quitting? Quiet quitting is referring to a situation where employees are making a choice to not necessarily go above and beyond what they're being asked to do. It doesn't mean that they're not doing their job. They're just not going above and beyond.
Back in my day, it was called coasting. For me, my last time quiet quitting was 5 years ago. I used to be in tech sales. What I did was work less. I wasn't putting in the 40 hours anymore. I wasn't giving in to the drama anymore. I wasn't giving into work gossip anymore. I wasn't answering emails or texts or Slack messages, DMs after the work day, so weekends were free. They were mine.
Even though it's millennials and Gen Zers who are actively talking about it on social media, quiet quitting has been happening amongst Gen Xers, which I'm part of Gen Xers, for the better part of 2 to 3 years.
The anti-work movement is not a new trend. In 2021, the lying flat or Tangping movement took off in China. Many viewed it as an anti-work phenomenon.
Okay, that is a question for Olha. So they talk about people less motivated to work for years and years and then go to a movement in China. This is Olha's question.
Gen Xers, which I'm part of Gen Xers, for the better part of 2 to 3 years.
The anti-work movement is not a new trend. In 2021, the lying flat or Tangping movement took off in China. Many viewed it as an anti-work phenomenon. This is a labor protest movement in China against the country's relentless work culture. Some argue that quiet quitting is similar to the lying flat movement. In the US, quiet quitting could also be a backlash to hustle culture, the 24/7 startup grind popularized by figures like Gary Vee and others.
I think it is almost direct resistance and disruption of hustle culture, honestly. And I think it's exciting that more people are doing it.
When it comes to hustle culture and quiet quitting, we're seeing from Gen Zers especially that they're really focused on ensuring that they have that work-life balance and really mission-driven purpose when it comes to work. And we see this across millennials as well.
People are being more honest about the fact that they just don't want to give beyond the 40 hours of work that they normally would give because they're tired.
There has been a tsunami of job resignations.
In 2021, the Great Resignation dominated the economic news cycle.
Want or need to remain in their roles, so
in the second quarter of the same year, U.S. productivity data posted its biggest ever annual drop, and some economists blame workers leaving jobs or not trying hard at their current jobs for the hit to productivity.
Quiet quitting is probably part of the reason for the slowing in labor productivity. It's hard to tell from aggregate data exactly why labor productivity has slowed so much over the course of the pandemic, but it is certainly one of the reasons that you would expect to be weighing on labor productivity right now.
Employee engagement also appears to be declining. A recent poll from Gallup showed employee engagement in the U.S. dropping for the first annual decline in a decade, dipping from 36% engaged employees in 2020 to 34% in 2021.
Disengagement, not being engaged, that's affecting the productivity. Mentally, they're just not there, and they really aren't giving it their all anymore. And they are just trying to stay under the radar, and they are disengaged. That's very much going to impact productivity.
I do think quiet quitting is a part of the Great Resignation. People are so burnt out. We've just gone through and are still going through a pandemic. We are recognizing that life can be so fleeting and so short, and we want to spend it doing something we love. And that doesn't mean work has to be our dream job. I think that myth of the dream job is slowly or rapidly dying.
People that shut down their laptop at 5 want that balance in life, want to go to the soccer game, 9 to 5 only. They don't work for me, I can tell you that.
Labor demand remains red hot in 2022. That's despite the looming risk of a recession. An economic downturn could make quiet quitting a short-lived trend.
Well, if the labor market were to turn, you'd imagine that quiet quitting would become less of a phenomenon. Well, the risk if you're a quiet quitter is that the economy would...
That was Fatima's question. I'm going to bring it back there. Sorry. So Fatima's question right there.
In terms of moving forward. Well, the risk...
So he's answering the question right there. What are the risks of quiet quitting? And you saw this owner of a huge company. This is he owns a securities trading company. And he's saying, if you're a quiet quitter, you don't work for me. This is a terrible idea.
22. That's despite the looming risk of a recession. An economic downturn could make quiet quitting a short-lived trend.
Well, if the labor market were to turn, you'd imagine that quiet quitting would become less of a phenomenon. Well, the risk if you're a quiet quitter is that the economy would slow and you could find yourself in a situation where you're in a job where you haven't been given the most effort that you can, and it puts you at a disadvantage in terms of moving forward at that job. If others have been giving more effort, they're more likely to have greater job security than otherwise. So certainly as the labor market slows, and if we were to go into a recession, could potentially put those workers at a disadvantage.
In addition to talking to thousands of employees per year, I talk to thousands of leaders per year, all the way from your supervisor all the way up to your C-suite CEOs. And I will tell you that they are bothered by this trend because it speaks one of two things. One, we have employees who are doing their job, but they're not going above and beyond. Two, what have we done as an organization to these employees to make them feel like they can't give their best effort?
We're evolving.
Okay, so I'll stop it right there. All right. Why are fewer employees willing to go above and beyond? What was China's Tamping movement in 2021? And what are the risks of quiet quitting? So we're going to take our break now. It's time to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear the answers from Anila, Olha, and Fatima. Okay, time for that 10-minute break. That break is important. Okay. I'm going to go to the stopwatch and we'll take our break.
To tell everyone that we just switched to Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan for just.
Okay, break time, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee, do what you need to do. Okay, welcome back, everybody. All right. So we've got 3 questions to discuss. First question goes to Anila. Why are fewer employees willing to go above and beyond what they are asked to do? Second question, that goes to Olha. What was China's Tangping movement? Third question goes to Fatima. What are the risks of quiet quitting? Okay. Anila, tell us, why are fewer employees willing to go above and beyond what they are asked to do?
It's like above and beyond mean like some people, they say like to worker or employer to do work like be like they are above and beyond mean like they can work like on weekend, they can ask for after work hours to work to do. So that's why now people are choosing quiet quitting, because they have a lot of opportunities to do like to quit and quit their jobs and to join the other company or the other jobs. So they have a lot of opportunities.
Good answer. People have choices. Good point. All right, Olha, tell us the answer to your question. What was? Mhm.
What was China's Tank Pink movement in 2021? It was a labor movement against ingrained culture of hard work and materialistic lifestyle. People just tired to work 40 hours a week, and they don't want to burn out at work. They just focused on their work and life balance. What can especially we can see across the millennials, the younger people.
Mhm. Excellent. I can tell you from my own experience working in many Chinese offices, there's a very performative culture where it might take you 3 hours to do your job, but oftentimes people will sit in the office pretending to do their job for 9 to 10 hours because they're afraid to leave when they're done. Has anyone ever been in that situation in the office where you just want to look like you're working because you don't want to look like you're not working? Because if the person next to you is still there, you're like, oh, if I did my work a long time ago, but if I get up and leave, I look like I'm lazy. I can't do that. So they'll just kind of sit there with their head down, play some video games, just kind of pretend they're doing something just to give the optics that work is happening.
Because if you leave, they will think that you do nothing.
Exactly. That's very much been the culture. It's just stay in the office and look like you're working, even though you might not be doing much of anything. Just look like you're doing something. And people are now just getting up and saying, "I did my job. What you paid me to do is done. Goodbye." Fatima, what are the risks of quiet quitting? Did we lose Fatima? Oh. Fatima, are you there? I think we may have lost her. Would anybody else like to take question number 3? Step in for Fatima, pinch hit, as we say in America. Daniel, Allison, Ayano, Narcissa, would you like to try?
Economic is getting shrink.
Tell us more. When you say economic is getting shrink, when you mean if the economy shrinks, right? Or if the economy changes? Say, if the economy changes, and keep going, you're on the right track. What's the risk of quiet quitting? Keep going, Anila. I'm sorry, not Anila, Ayano. sorry. I called the wrong name. Ayano, keep going. You're almost there. If the economy changes, what's a risk of quiet quitting? You can do it. Or let's take what Ayano started with and keep going. So Ayano mentioned the risk. Well, if the economy changes, Daniel, can you finish? Or Ayano, say more.
I think quiet quitting is a risk because the employees doesn't interest to work hard, and they have there's no motivation, and like that we will have a job and nobody to do the job. In that case, the economy will it will be a risk for the economy.
Will down.
Everybody's saying the same thing, but we need more complete sentences. Remember, this is up at level 5. Let's use longer, complex sentences. So Ayano says, what if the economy shrinks? And Lunique says, what if the economy goes down? Well, what does that mean?
The economy will be slow, and when you need to find a job, it's more difficult for you because the economy is more slow than you thought. Things I know.
Beautiful. Who was that? They just answered the question perfectly. Who was that?
Sandra.
Sandra, beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. So I'll go back to this chart here. Right now, America's economy is growing. You know, cost of living, everything's expensive. That's called inflation. And that's one challenge, but finding a job is not the big problem right now. Because the economy is still growing, there are more jobs, so people have more choices. So people are not afraid to just do their job and leave. I did my job, I'm not staying after 5 o'clock. I did my job, I'm not coming in on weekends. I did my job, I'm not gonna read those emails late at night. Your boss says, oh yeah.
What do you think, honestly, about the first question?
Do you mean Anila's question or the question where?
Anila question.
You're asking me?
Yeah, please.
You want to, okay, let me see. Why are fewer employees willing to go above and beyond what they are asked to do? I think Anila gave the right answer. She mentioned choice. I think people know they have choices. And also people are not afraid because so many people have died due to the pandemic. People have been looking death in the face.
Yeah.
Every day. People are less afraid to say no to an employer that's asking them to do too much, and people realize that life is too short. If I'm gonna, you know, I lost my mother to COVID a year ago. I had COVID last week. I know that, you know, life is too short to, you know, impress 5 people at your job or impress your boss. Because if you want to spend your lifetime impressing one person or trying to, you know, get that goal and be the greatest in your job, you're missing a lot. So the idea of divorcing what you do from your ego. So usually traditionally, if you see the person next to you, they look like they're doing better work, that motivates you to say, oh, I have to work harder than them. They're working harder than me. I have to look like I'm working harder than them. People don't care about that anymore. People are not afraid to just do their job and then say, that's it, I did my job, goodbye, now I'm gonna go live my life.
You think is bad, is very bad things about people discharging in do quiet quitting?
Do I think it's bad?
Yeah, you think it's bad or it's good? Because I think it's good. Find a balance between job and your life.
Mm.
And many boss think it's bad because they are affected about the situation, but nothing about the people, honestly.
Let's look at this example the video starts with. Did everybody notice this part right here? So John Doe, that's anyone. Hey, I'm done for the day, signing off. 5 p.m., that means you're done. Supervisor, have a good night. Wait, I need to talk to you. Where are you? 5:30. 5:01, have a good night. 5:30, I need to talk to you. 5:32, are you there? Are you there? Where are you? Sorry, I don't check work stuff after 5. That's essentially what quiet quitting is. It's drawing that line.
Yes.
And then that's what it is. And a lot of people are afraid to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really scared to do that because they want their boss to like them. They think, oh no, I can't draw that line, set those limits. Sorry, it's not in my contract to answer this question right now. I've done my job for today. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Set those limits. And that's a change in the culture of work that we're in. I like that. That's my answer. I think it is good to have to set limits. However, if the economy were to change and jobs were to disappear, all these jobs that are out there now, they might not be there in a year or 2 years. So if there weren't so many jobs out there, I might be, I might stay quiet about answering that email at 5:30. That's my opinion. But I think it's good. I think it's a better situation for workers to have that leverage, to set that limit. Sorry, I did my job. I'm off work now. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks for asking.
No problem. Does everybody understand the risks and what it means for if the economy shrinks? Right now, people are willing to not go above and beyond, not answer that email after working hours. That could change if the economy changes. You might have people working all day and all night because they're so scared of losing their job. That could change. So let's go into breakout rooms. And I'm going to post this question. I'm actually going to go back up here. I'm going to post a question on the top of the screen here. So in America, people are not afraid of losing their jobs. People are not afraid of losing their jobs. Is it the same where you are from? So I'm asking you to compare America now to the situation in your country. In America, right now, people are not afraid of losing their jobs. They're willing to tell their boss, sorry, don't email me on the weekends. Sorry, don't ask me to return that message after 5:30. Sorry, I'm not going to stay later. My job is done. Goodbye. That's America now. Is it the same where you are from? Does everybody understand the question? Beautiful.
We're gonna compare between our country and America, right?
Correct. This change of work culture that we call quiet quitting, setting that limit. Is it happening where you are from? Yes, no. Let's go into 4 breakout rooms. Here we go. Okay. Oh, Fatima, you're back. We had a few other students answer your question for you.
Oh, sorry about that. My daughter, she was crying. That's why
It's okay.
I take a lot of break. Sorry.
Did you tell your daughter, I'm sorry, I'm in class right now?
Yeah, she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
she's 3.5.
You could, it's hard to quiet quit with your kids. It's
Yeah.
very difficult.
Sorry about that, teacher. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, everybody. So please join your breakout room. The question, in America, people are not afraid of losing their jobs. Is it the same where you are from? So, Lunique, please join your breakout room.
The concept of quiet quitting has exploded like a supernova across the media universe. The Big Bang began on TikTok with a video uploaded by a 20-something engineer named Zaid Khan. With the sound of a piano playing a ragtime style tune and summertime shots of New York City flashing across the screen, Khan narrates a 17-second video that has introduced millions of people to the idea.
All right. So TikTok is where this really caught, the phrase really caught on. All right, Magdala, who would you like to read next?
Oh, it was me.
Yep. So you choose who is next.
Oh, Fatima.
Fatima.
I want to learn, teacher.
Okay. Allison wants to go next. Fatima, you can pass it on to Allison afterwards.
Okay, Alison, okay. I recently learned about this term called quiet quitting, where you're not outright quitting your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond. Hans says you're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hostile culture mentality. The work has to be your life. The reality is it's not, and your worth as a person is not defined by your labor. Quiet quitting is, in other word, is not really about quitting, more like philosophy for doing the bare minimum at your job. Alison, you can read.
Okay. In Japan, there's a concept called squeaking, which refers to an artisan who is desperately dedicated for their craft, always striving for perfection in what they make. Quiet quitting is like the opposite of that. It's about divorcing your ego From what do you for a living and no striving for perfection. Settings, boundary, and simply completing the tasks you are supported to completing within the time that you're paid to do them, with no extra fears, no more cold-wind to your
Kowtowing, yeah.
to your boss or customers, no more working nights and weekends, if necessary checking your email.
There we go. That's the paragraph we read last week looking at this. Okay, Allison, who's next?
Tapping, okay.
Who's
Work
next,
that is
Allison? No. Somebody else. Who's next? Do we have a volunteer? Or Allison, you can pick randomly. Anybody. We got a full class here.
okay. Continue or no, teacher?
No. Who's next, Allison?
Okay, I try.
Go for it, Daniel. Workaholism is out.
Workaholism is out. Coasting is in. Call in the work-life balance manifesto. Yeah. Typing into the post-pandemic
zeitgeist.
Most observers seems to agree that the recent enthusiasm for quiet quitting says something about our post-pandemic
zeitgeist.
With a super tight labor market giving workers multiple job. Multiple job options and an ongoing battle being fought over the preservation and expansion of remote work. Many workers seems to be re-evaluating where and how they do their jobs.
Beautiful. And guess what? It's time to finish the class for today. So we will stop right there. And you will be able to see, you'll be able to meet Benedict tomorrow. See Benedict tomorrow in class, and he will see you in person on Wednesday. Okay?
Teacher, how about
Yes.
we can make it, because I think I can handle my book in Wednesday.
Okay, Fatima.
Yes.
Let's see. Did you say you are coming or not coming?
I can't.
Okay, Fatima. Yep.
Can you send it to me by email or?
I will. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
So
thank
people
you.
who cannot make it on Wednesday, I wrote down Isabel, Narcissa, Doris, Vladislava, Fatima. Anybody else cannot make it on Wednesday? Anyone else cannot make it?
Teacher, I will try my best, but if I can, because my kids, I have to drop my kids around 8. They went to school around 8:15, 8:20. So maybe I will late a little bit because I have to take the train. So
it's between 9:30 and 11:30.
Oh, okay. Anytime during this.
Yeah, so it's a big 2-hour window of time.
Okay, yeah.
Teacher, the address is 19 St. Joseph
Street.
Street, Jamaica, Plain.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All
9:30.
right, everybody. You'll see
Thank you.
Benedict tomorrow, and we'll pick this up later. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
day.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.